Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for the reading for what is he, she, they doing in the unseen, hidden, dark realm. What do you need to know? Okay, so with the pre-shuffle with this spread, I need to mention that there's basically a few messages, of course, but it mostly came out as a character description that you're dealing with, living with, having to, or maybe having altercations with, problems with, obviously. So the areas that were highlighted in the pre-spread, it's got to do with money, finances, and it's got to do with workplace activity, job, career. Now would be whoever you're involved with, where they work, their job, their career, their co-workers, whatever, or teammates, whatever. There's things going on behind the scenes within the workplace that you don't know about. Take it as it lands. It's a different story for everybody, but it definitely has to do with money and finances. And there could be other things going on in the background beyond that. This is also something to do with addictions. So whoever you're dealing with, it's coming up as there's addictions involved. So whether that is alcoholism, drugs, a mix of both, there could be sex addicts, or porn addiction, those types of things. It can also be addictions to money and also the workaholic. Remember, just because you get paid for work doesn't mean you can't have a workaholic problem, because that is quite prevalent. That shows up more often than not. That's not really given a secondary focus, okay? Or the addiction to money, money or material goods. Take it as it lands. And it also shows up as obsessive energy, and it can be possessive. It can be jealousy, all those types of things. It can be being vindictive, that kind of energy. It's also giving indication to dependency and codependent relationships or dynamics. And this could be partnerships as well, like, business partner. It's not always personal, romantic, but most often times it is. And you're probably dealing with somebody who has not only got a codependency problem, but somebody who is possessive and controlling, dominating, and very, very demanding. Okay. So power control trips, and they like to have everything their way, and that's the end all be all. They're very demanding in that fashion, meaning your opinion or your values or your ideas are nothing to them. They want everything and anything their own way. That's just how it's probably been for quite some time. And so you are feeling stuck within this relationship dynamic. Okay, so however that lands, it's probably more than one thing that I just described. It's not just one thing. It'll probably be a multitude of probably 2 or 3 things, if not more. Okay, and the overall energy is a general lack of unhappiness, okay, discontent. The person you're involved with tends to be irresponsible, meaning they do whatever they want. You're always stuck, left cleaning up the mess or sweeping up the corners or fixing or repairing damage that has been done by whoever you're involved with or associated with. They make the mess. You are the pickup man, the fix-it man, the repair man. And that, to me, is coming on being very, very tiresome. It's a heavy burden energy, right? They just drop everything and you come along, sweep it up, clean it up. And that looks like it's coming to an end. And also the person you're involved with, this is very, very characteristic described, right? This is slightly a different reading than the other ones I've done. But a busybody, a gossip, someone who talks too much. Or very, very good at gossiping, spreading rumors, lies, and misinformation about people or circumstances or situations. It's somebody who can't keep their nose on their own face. Funny thing, I remember many years ago, there was a particular person I was involved with, right? Not anymore, but very much a similar storyline. Just can't mind their own business, always spreading rumors, lies, and gossip. If it didn't suit their needs, they would make the rest of the story up and throw it out there. So false information, misinformation, and spreading rumors, lies, and gossip about people. And I do recall telling this person way back when, actually, if you kept your nose on your own face, it would actually look very good on you. So anyway, that was kind of the last kind of words I spoke to that particular person, and it seemed to work. So anyway, again, somebody who's got a talking problem, and it's if they focus more on their own areas in life, their own personal circumstances or situations, looked after their own business or affairs, they would be much better off. And usually that's just a good general rule of thumb. advice, basically, right? Mind your own business and steer your own ship, never mind about somebody else's. Or like my dad used to say, sweep your own doorstep before you worry about somebody else's. Okay. So, and also there's, this came up over and over too. There is a lack of or no healthy, respectable boundaries in life. So that applies to absolutely everything, right? And so you'll know exactly where all this belongs, where all this fits, and whom it fits with. And yeah, and there's like certainly a lack of flexibility with the person you're involved with. They want everything their way, their place, their time, their dynamic, and your opinions or values or what you say means nothing, right? Very demanding, a lack of flexibility, a lack of versatility. Okay, so like take it as it lands. Okay, so we will get on with our reading, and we will do like for a 5 to a 7 to a 9 card pile, and we'll just see what comes up. Okay, Queen of Coins. Okay, so Queen of Coins, when this comes up, this is usually the main female. Now remember, they're not gender specific because it could certainly be a male, not just female, but we'll take it as it lands on the card. This tends to be the wife card. So anytime I see a Queen of Pentacles with readings like this, that's what it means. It's your significant other. This would be a romantic marriage, a relationship, okay? The main female, usually the queen is usually the older female. It would be the wife, the girlfriend, the common law partner in a marriage. Take it as it lands. But this can be someone who's very, very materialistic, very money hungry, money oriented. And this can definitely be the codependency problem, but it's a main female involved, or again, not gender specific, can be a main male, but that's kind of what goes with it. It's the husband, wife material, boyfriend, girlfriend, common law, but it's very material based, tangible based, money based, someone who's money focused, or that's all that means anything to them is money, property, real property, those kind of things. And they can be very, very codependent. This, that, like I said, that very much stands out here. Very money based. We see the pentacle in behind the Queen of Coins on this particular card. Or money dominating. Or this could be somebody who likes to control money, control funds to control you. And that could be going on in the background as well. Okay, again, we have the Knight of Coins. So this is definitely got to do with money, finances, property, real property, assets, investments. So far, this is very money based. Again, it's got, like, this is part of the intuitive messages that came up. Money, finances based, and workplace activity going on in the background. So whoever this person you're involved with, this is going to be like, it's slowly morphing. Well, it has slowly morphed into something bad over time, right? So maybe the addiction to money. And again, this can be addictions, like I told you before. Any addiction of any way, shape, or form, because it is involved here. And again, money oriented. This can be, hidden money in the background. This can be somebody who you're involved with that's money hungry, codependent, but perhaps involved with somebody in the workplace behind the scenes. That's a possibility too. And it's a conflicty area. When I see the horses on this, they're reared up and they're fighting. And that can give indication of conflict or fighting or chaos, again, going on behind the scenes. And every time you see money or pentacles, that's always job, workplace, career, anything to do with money being made or income. Take that as it lands. Can also be a card combination of greed. Okay, and you're very tired. Okay, so this is the Nine of Wands. There's a process going on here. When I see the Nine of Wands, this is the card of being tired, being heavily burdened. There is, again, this lands to that same message I said before, where they create a lot of problems, a lot of conflict, a mess, or issues, and you're always the one being held accountable to clean up the mess that they leave behind. And I think, I'm not sure why people do this, because it's not your responsibility to run after another adult. They're responsible for themselves. And so put the responsibility where the responsibility belongs. I've often told people, when you're always taking responsibility for somebody else, another adult, you're actually teaching them how to use you, take advantage of you, but you're also teaching irresponsibility in life. So as long as you're taking their responsibility, you're giving them a free pass, and they don't have to do nothing. They just keep on doing what they're doing because they always know you will be there to clean up and fix up the mess. So take it as it lands. Sometimes when we hear that, it kind of the light bulb goes off. And, I can honestly say I have encountered the same thing in my life. And, this becomes a time when enough is enough. You have to start shedding responsibilities that do not belong to you. Get rid of those responsibilities, put them where they belong. Okay. It's also the card of endurance. So in the background, there's something going on. It's kind of like a long pursuit or a long phase or chapter by chapter course of action or path. And remember, the 9 is almost at the end. So this is one of two things. Either you have something on the go that you're trying to bring to a culmination and end, and you're working on it, but you're tired. The card of perseverance means, sit down, take a rest, take a time out, a breather, a rejuvenation, a recharge, and then continue it to move on to the number 10, which brings the closure, the culmination, the ending that you were looking for. Or this is somebody in your background, or somebody, you're working with, or you're exposed to, or involved with, where they have something going on in the background that they're trying to do, but you don't know about it. So say, for example, they might be squirreling away money, begging away money in the background because they're in the end going to go a different avenue. And this avenue or this plan, you don't know nothing about. So actually that could be both ways. Take it as it lands. So these readings, they can be split up, and a little bit can belong to you, a little bit can belong to them, or everything can belong to them, whatever they're doing in the background. So take it as it lands, take it as it fits. Okay. Okay, girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay, again, remember I told you before, there's a lack of happiness here. And so that is something that you might be working towards, getting onto something better, passion. Okay, and same chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Okay, again, the happiness, the lack of happiness has shown up in this not once, but twice, 3 times actually. The passion is gone. There's no communication within the household or with this partner that's actually anything of any quality to speak of anymore. The passion, the love, and the drive drives that relationship very likely is gone. If it's not, it's on the brink of breaking. Again, you're not enjoying this anymore, and the fun, the love, all the good communication has kind of went through the floorboards in some way, shape, or form. So again, I think maybe you might be reflecting on how maybe at one time it was a good thing, it was enjoyable, it was a good relationship, but at some point in time, the tables turned and it become not fun anymore. The pleasure, the love, the passion, the drive, anything that was belonged in that relationship is now gone. And you might be thinking about maybe how unhappy you are within this dynamic, and it's time to restore some happiness. And here we have it, not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, just what I just finished saying, not enough. I'll show you this card, and I'll show you that card, and I will show you this card. And it's all the same thing. It's relating back to some relationship you're in. So not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Exactly what I said. There's something very, very wrong going on within this relationship you're involved in. Again, it's kind of fell by the wayside. It's a parting of ways behind closed doors. Essentially, I wouldn't be scared to say that this is a relationship that 2 people have been living in complete separation behind closed doors, except it might not have been exposed to the public just yet, or your fans, your friends, or your family, etc. Take it as it lands. Again, we have ego problems here. There's probably jealousy, possessiveness, obsession, energy within this at some point in time, probably now. And this would be somebody who probably would like to strip you of your self-confidence, your inner securities, those types of things, just to maintain and keep control, right? And so when whoever you're involved with, they might have a mean and ignorant mouth, or say bad things, or say mean things to try to strip you of your self-confidence, right? Just to keep you where you're at because you're convenient for them, essentially. And And when that happens, lots of times it can create our own negative thoughts of self-sabotaging thoughts. But don't let that get you down to doing it for purpose. And I think deep down, you know along that this has been going on. And if not, that's kind of your red flag that it's mind games to keep control. Yes, and it's definitely going on in the house. So we have the family room. So the family room, this is something definitely going on in the household. When it shows the inside of the house, it's the family, home, dynamics, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, common law. Take it as it lands, but it's a relationship within a household, or it could be the job relationship that supports that household. It's like you guys are living separate lives behind closed doors. And this person has got something going on in the background, but they stay because it's basically a convenient space. Yep. And I think some reflection energy is coming into you. It's not a happy place, not a loving place. There's no shared respect. There's no mutual love. Negative energy for quite some time. And when I see this girl talk again, that confirms the rumors, lies, and gossip this person is talking about. Very likely about you or other people in the background that you don't know about. Yes, okay, so I just finished saying that as community. So when I talk about this, this can be community involvement. So this could be someone who's involved in the background, in the dark, something that's going on with somebody, with a community member. So the community member could be your town, your city, or it could be the community member in regards to your workplace. Whoever they are working with, there's something going on in the background there. Okay. Okay, let's pick another card from here. Or like they might be spreading rumors, lies, and gossip about you to other people in the city, other people in friend groups, other people in your community, or spreading rumors, lies, and gossip about you within their workplace, just to gain false support, or putting on a mask, or basically spreading rumors, lies, untruthfulness to gain other people's support, but it's by misleading means. Page of Wands. Okay, so Page of Wands, this is the card of communication, talking, all those kind of things. And somehow we have an advertisement that just popped up on my screen. Hopefully you can't see it. Okay. Again, these are words of passion. And this could be two things. This could be, again, spreading the rumors, lies, and gossip, untruthfulness about you in the background to people that they know, friends, groups, take it as it lands, co-workers, etc., people in the community. Again, not kind words, lies, falsehoods. But this can also be communication of love, passion, romance going on in the background within relationships with whoever they're involved with in the community. It could be like an affair. It could be communications in the background, love, passion, sexual talk. It can be those kind of text messages or talk going on in the background with someone that they're working with, like a coworker, that kind of thing. This person likes to talk way too much about things that either they don't know nothing about or they just make it up for false support. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this is definitely... Okay, so this actually came up in reverse. So this is Ten of Pentacles. It actually flipped up this way. So again, that could be somebody socking away money, putting away money in the background for a purpose down the road. This all fits the same right here. This is all Pentacles. This is all coins. This could be maybe... making big decisions or signing contracts or agreements in the background that you don't know about. Say, it could be like house titles, it could be wills, it could be life insurance policies, insurance policies. It can be them hiding money in the background for a later purpose. So if you notice things seem to be off with money and finances, like there's money missing or the balance in the bank account should be a little bit more, start questioning that, start digging around, start looking at that, because this is like a loss of money. And this usually in the other way, the upright is money, it's finances, it's inheritance, it's money bound. And when it comes in reverse, it means there's missing money, money being shifted somewhere else or put away, or something to do with money going on in the background that would create a loss in a way that you don't know about. It's under the table. It's things are not above board. Something's going on with your money and finances, again, that keeps on coming up over and over that you don't know about, but it's creating a monetary or financial loss to you. Okay, so start paying attention to what's going on here. There's a problem here going on in the background. It's like the person you're involved with has an ulterior motive or a plan, but they try to keep you there as long as they can because you're of use to them as long as you're supplying money or finances or some sort of financial support, right? Okay. Get these cards straightened around here. Okay. I don't normally read reverse cards, but when they come up in reverse, I certainly take them because they're meant to be that way. Okay, again, this is coming to an end. The death rebirth, that's crazy. How crazy is that? Okay, so the death rebirth card, that means there is an ending, a conclusion, a culmination coming in. So now they could either, it's one of two things, or it could be both. They are planning an out. They're planning to leave. They got something else in mind, maybe leaving into a different life cycle, calling an end to this relationship because they're squirreling away money or begging away money to leave or get on, or they might be giving money to somebody else. That's a possibility too. Pluto is about the death and the rebirth, the transformation, the transition. It's about things coming to a culmination and end. This can also be about a harsh truth revealed, and that brings upon it. And say, for example, you find out that they have been squirreling away money somewhere, taking advantage of the situation, and you find out about it, and then all of a sudden you call this relationship or partnership to an end. Okay, so take it as it lands. The Pluto is about transformation. It's about death, energies of death, topics of death. So this could actually involve inheritance as well, because that's a death related, or it's estate related, or it can be life insurance related. So you're going to find out something that totally changes the dynamics of this relationship. This has got to do with money and finances. This could do with a third party involvement in the background, to do within the workplace environment they work in. You might find out about that, or you might find out about a multitude of things that brings an ending. You're tired of this. It's gone on too far. Okay. And I'm just hearing a lack of humility. This person is very kind of high on their horse. They're not a humble person. However, they were probably humble at one time and developed the lack of humility over time because they probably gotten away with bad behaviors for far too long. And when that happens, when the bad behavior carries on and they get away with it and they get away with it, it all of a sudden turns into a lack of humility, but it also turns into the heightened sense of entitlement. Everybody owes me. Everybody must bow down to me. Everybody must listen to me because, well, I'm not really sure why, because they got away with it. It's a developed, grown negative attitude, right? Okay. Thankfulness, gratitude, conscious benefit of the received, showing appreciation and acknowledgement for what's been received. This, to me, this is going to be like a lesson learned. When I see this, it's like this has been going on for a while. So all of a sudden the light bulb goes off with something. You see something, you find out something, you know something, and all of a sudden everything changes. It comes to a completion, and we are becomes a revolutionary energy, bringing one cycle to a close, the rebirth of a new, which completes a cycle which would be known as the revolution or the revolution energy. And again, when you see this is about lessons learned in the past. You know, you might have thought this, felt this, maybe something was off. And when it's completed, it's like a lesson learned. You know, it's those lessons in life that you tend to not to forget because those are the tough ones. I've actually told a few people, you know, we're all here to learn lessons in life, but usually the ones that come with the sore spots or the people who aggravate us the most are the best lessons learned in life. Why? Because we tend not to forget them because it was a tough time. So a lot of hurt or a lot of heartache or a lot of backstabbing, the hard, challenging things are the ones that we never forget. And I've certainly encountered that myself quite a few times over, live and learn. But it's some of the worst people teach us the best lessons in life. And I can certainly relate to that. Okay, sometimes forgiveness conquers the hardest of hearts. At times, it's the only thing that does. Offering forgiveness. Okay, so again, this is lessons learned. This is not offering this person forgiveness for what's gone on, because lots of times there's absolutely no excuse for low energy or low vibrational behavior. In fact, there is no excuse for that. It's inexcusable behavior and unacceptable. But it's offering this situation forgiveness to be able to move on. So it's not offering the person saying it's okay, because it's sure the hell not okay. But it's offering forgiveness to be able to put this behind you. It's like offering forgiveness for yourself to move on with a clean slate, okay? But you also have thankful and gratitude for the lesson learned, because guaranteed after this plays out, you will never forget this. And those lessons learned are always applied wisdom, knowledge, and experience to carry it forward on our future path ahead. Okay, and this is actually a really good word of advice. I don't think I showed you these cards. So this is this one. This is the second one. These are really good manifestation cards, and this is the third one. Okay, this one here, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always gotten, which means we have repeating cycles in here. This is nothing new. This is repetitive behavior over a number of years, and I wouldn't be scared to say in excess of 10. Over and over, it's the same thing over and over. The only thing that would have changed is probably the people involved, maybe the story topic line, maybe somewhat, but it's happening over and over, or it's a multitude of same cycles repeating over and over and over. So whether it's the same repetitious with money finances, the same repetitious with third party involvement, or repetitious cycles with repeat negative bad behavior patterns, like a lack of humility, a lack of respectable boundaries, a huge gossip problem. It's over and over and over until I think one day you finally realize really what's going on here. And you finally have enough. Again, this could be the awakener, the eye opener, the moment of truth that creates that revolutionary energy in your life. Okay. And this is really a very interesting spread, because there's a lot going on here with repeat history, repeat over and over the same thing, until I think finally you get exceptionally tired of it. Okay, I'm going to pull. Oh, you know what? We will grab one out of here. I haven't grabbed it. So this, I like to use this deck as kind of the character description of the person you're involved with. Oh, we have a very good message center, what this person is like already, which come out in the intuitive messages. But we'll pull another card and we'll see how this applies. Okay, so this is somebody who, it's the Barbara card. So when this comes up, this would be somebody who is would probably like to spend money and access to do with fashion, beauty supplies, beautification areas, fashion, overspending on clothes or monetary things or pretty things for the house. It's someone who carries an energy of an overspender, overindulgence. That's the word I'm looking for. And it can also be the overego. Okay, and the lover, romance. Love, romance, reproduction, infinity. Okay, this is two things and two things only. So it can be male, female involved. And the lover card, this can involve a third party in the background, which I've already mentioned. This kind of confirms it. So this is either going on with somebody in your community, your city, your neighborhood, or somebody within the workplace. And it's an involvement of two people. So this can be a third party involvement. Okay, which it was giving high indication that this could be. Or this is going to be a choice between two people. But in your case, as living with this, the lover card usually is major choices, okay? Or this person you're involved with might have to make a choice between you and another, because there's an involvement of something going on in the background with somebody. Take it as it lands. It's a different storyline for everybody. And also, again, the lover is major choices on your end. So there's going to be a major choice that brings something to an end, a conclusion, a culmination, a closure. Take it as it lands. And I'm going to grab one out of this. Ooh. Oh, you know what? This is a repeat message over and over and over. And this is grapes. And it's kind of a cool card because, the grapes, time to go out and have fun. Okay, there you go. This has not been fun for a number of years. There's not been much pleasure. There's not been much joy. It's been more heartache and work than you can probably speak of. And I think one day you just finally wake up and you realize, you know what, I've had enough, an end to this. I'm done. Sometimes when we get in a little older age, we kind of sit back and think, how much time do we have left to enjoy life? This whole circuit or cycle I've been involved with has been very, very heavy. It's been drudgery. It's been a heavy load, a lot of responsibility. And then I think one day we just wake up and think, what in the hell are we doing? Life is passing by and there's no fun involved. And I think it's kind of a restructuring to re-engage in fun and pleasure and lightheartedness and happiness. And you might even be, on a mission to find somebody who can respect your values and have an equal give and take relationship. Love given, love received, and to be happy. I often say in my readings, there's really only 3 things that we want to acquire in this 3D lifetime. And that's to love, be loved, and be happy. And this is so not the case with this reading. You know what? It's like the light bulb goes off. Enough. A very, very interesting reading. Anyway, just know that there's something going on in the background with money, finances, and also with a third party involvement. Okay. So take it as it lands. So that will conclude our relationship. What is he, she doing in the unseen, hidden, dark realm, and what do you need to know? Okay. And again, the explorer of truth. Yeah, no kidding. You're going to find something out. There's going to be something here. Okay, that will end our relationship reading with whatever's going on in the background here, because we know it's a relationship. It's definitely romantic and personal, but it can lead its way to the partnership as well in the workforce, career, job. Okay, so take the reading as it lands. And it's for every energetic level of state of awareness or consciousness. And remember, we're all on our own journey or path for evolution for the states of awareness and consciousness. So take it as it lands and put it where it fits. And so if you like the reading, claim it, seal it with a midnight kiss. And if you don't like it, remember, you can ditch it and leave it. We're always, always, always at free will choice to do whatever we want, right? So may it shine on you in a positive way. Anyway, this is a very kind of a negative reading, but it's something that needs to surface to bring things to an end. It's an unfortunate finding out or knowing, but it becomes fortunate because you can put an end to it. It's kind of like wasted time and space for you. And I think you, at some point in time, you will realize it, or if you haven't realized it already, okay? So wishing you health, happiness, many mixed blessings. And until we talk again, stay happy, stay healthy, take care of yourself and take care of each other. And it's been a pleasure reading for you today. And you know what? I think we'll sign off on that. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Click like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon. It helps the channel grow. Bye for now.